Now let's get into our magic, miracles, and ease talk today. So it's kind of funny when I first made this live, I was like super hype and like, yes, magic, miracles, and ease, and like feeling all the massive manifestation energy. Today, after like holidays and birthday, I got to be honest with y'all. I'm feeling almost a little bit lower energy. And, a couple hours before this, I was almost like feeling down on myself, like, oh, I had this massive energy. Today, I'm kind of low energy. And then I went in meditation and like connected to source. And I'm like, that's kind of the point. Actually, like, that's kind of the point is like to remind all of us that magic, miracles, ease is that it's supposed to be ease. It's supposed to be easy. It's not about like stretching yourself. It's not about like, oh, I have to be so high vibrational. I have to be like so in alignment all the time. It's not about that, right? So, what we're really talking about with this work is it's about what is your knowing? What is your knowing about what's possible, about what can happen, about how source will support you. So for me, I want to give you guys my personal example because one, I just want to like practice authenticity with you guys, but two, I want you guys to see how you can really start like using these practices in your real life, right? So today, going back to today's example, being vulnerable here when I'm like, oh, I'm just kind of like low energy. I'm just kind of feeling like I'm not feeling the same, like, yeah, magic, huge manifestation. Let's fucking go. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm chilling, And then there's a part of me though that's like, no, but you have to go harder. You have to like, my job as a practitioner is to provide an energy for you guys to tap into. And you guys have free will. It's up to you guys if you do want to tap into that energy or not. Um, and I'm like, well, is there a part of me that thinks, yeah, it needs to be hard for me? Like, is there a part of me that's like, I need to push myself? Is there a part of me that's like, I have to deliver this huge, massive thing for something to be successful? You know what I mean? And so I'm telling you guys this because I'm showing you how I practice this in my daily life. I'm showing you guys how I practice like, but what if it is easy? And coming back to the knowing of like, oh yeah, but magic's happening all the time. Miracles are happening all the time, even when I'm low energy, even when I'm resting, even when I am kind of like, yeah, but I don't feel the same necessarily like excitement. I still have a knowing that source will give me the words. I still have a knowing that everyone who's meant to be here will be here. I still have a belief and a trust that I'm always at the right place. I'm always at the right time, and everyone who's supposed to be co-creating with me will be there. Right? Does that make sense what I'm saying? And so it's just like these daily practices of, okay, where am I trying to push myself? Where am I trying to make this harder than it needs to be? Why do I think something needs to be harder? Why do I think I need to be better, try harder, be a different version of myself for things to work out? Because that's just not true. It's about training yourself in every single moment to see the miracle, to see the magic, to see that everything is always divinely lined up. Everything is always divinely orchestrated. So I'm telling you guys this because it's a good practice. I think a lot of times too in the manifestation community, it's like you need to raise your frequency and you need to align yourself. And like that's part of it. I do think that you do have to slowly condition and train yourself to in a sense, see the silver lining. And faith, belief, optimism are high frequency emotions, and our emotions are part of quantum technology, but it's not all of it. So, a lot of what I'm talking about is again, what do you believe to be true about yourself? What is your knowing about what can happen no matter what state you're in? You know, I think especially as women too, it's like we have days where our hormones are a little crazy and maybe I'm just not fucking feeling so fucking cheery today. But it's like, but it's still I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be and it's still gonna work out and everything is still in perfect alignment. I'm still so excited to see how it's all gonna work out better than I thought. right? Like that should, at the end of the day, be your narrative, be your truth. So again, what we're practicing is awareness around our belief systems, our knowingness, and just full fucking authenticity. Like y'all, I got boxes, stuff everywhere, and I'm just like, I hope they take me as I am today. You know, the other thing about this too is I think a lot of my beliefs around magic, miracles, and ease is shifting. And today kind of marked that for me. Or I should say, it kind of brought it to a head where I'm like, oh, okay, yes, I do believe excitement is a tool for manifestation that I'll always not challenge myself to, but I'll always use as a tool. Like I can always tap into the feeling of excitement. But then this energy today, how I'm feeling is like, oh, right, this is also about inviting in more relaxation as a tool for manifesting as well, too. So you guys know one of my favorite mantras is the more I rest, the more I receive. So again, today's a really great practice for me to do that, where I'm like, man, it's been a busy ass few weeks. I have been on the fucking go. There's so much that's been happening. And I'm like, Source, I really want to chill with everyone today. And the inner saboteur in me, the ego in me wants to be like, you can't bring just a chill energy. Like that's not enough. And again, I'm like, well, what is really your truth, Loren? What is really your truth? The more I ease, the more I rest, the more I receive. In this case, the more I receive beautiful soul aligned community, the more I receive I trust myself to still receive the downloads, the more I still trust myself to be authentically vulnerable. And that gives me peace of mind. That gives me more trust in myself. That gives me more connection to spirit. And thus will bring more of the, I guess you can say, like, I don't know if breadcrumbs is the right words, but like the next steps. So it's always again, for me, I'm always practicing it is safe for me to relax. It is safe for me to not strive. It is safe for me, or not even safe, but again, it's an invitation to relax more. And so, what if we really did believe the more we relax, the more we receive? Oliver clearly believes that. But yeah, I think even as someone who's been teaching this stuff for a few years now, it's an ongoing invitation of do you really trust? Will you allow it to be easy? Will you allow yourself to relax and chill? And so, what if the path to magic, miracles, and ease was giving yourself a fucking break? Letting yourself relax more. And I'm saying this to all of you guys as an invitation to give yourself a break. And especially where we are like energetically, we really are kind of like, I know we're about to enter the new year, so this seems kind of obvious, but there's this sort of like launch pad that's happening as we move into 2026. And so, one of the things I want to encourage you guys to do today is to just like reflect on how far you've come, reflect on how much you've done, and sit in like immense, deep, deep, deep gratitude for it, right? And sit in like the relief of like, I did it. Every single person here, every single person watching this recording, I am like 1,000% sure that where you are is where you wanted to be a few months ago or a few years ago, right? It's just this world of like capitalism, and sometimes even the manifestation community can keep making you reach for more, reach for more. And there's nothing wrong with reaching for more because as long as you are in a human body and are in this illusion of separation from God, you're going to want to desire more, and your desires are bringing you to future memories, future experiences of fulfillment, and future versions of yourself, and seeing more of your multidimensionality. So there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying to feel bad about wanting more. Okay. It's a great thing to know that you want to experience more. It's a beautiful thing to have clarity around the things you want. It's a beautiful thing to have clarity around your desires because you know yourself and you know what source wants for you. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the mindfulness of being present, the mindfulness of being present, right? And so I feel like December is a really good time to do that, to just even take a moment, maybe right now, take a few breaths and be like, damn, I'm fucking proud of myself. Damn, I've come so fucking far. And can you feel relief around that? Can you feel your energy lighten around that? Can you feel gratitude around that? You know, today I realized that 3 or 4 years ago, I was broke as fuck, getting eviction notices, living on food stamps, the story that you guys have heard. And this year I'm like, whoa, a week before or a couple weeks before my birthday, moved into my 4 bedroom house. Like that's fucking wild. If you would have told me that a few years ago, I would have never believed you. So that's a miracle. That's a miracle. And that practice of just reflecting on the miracle of my life today has not changed since when I was dead fucking broke, getting eviction notices, or even when I think about getting kicked out of my apartment in New York when my partner at the time passed away, when I lost my job and I had no fucking idea what I was going to do with my life. I still would practice. Don't get me wrong. Did I have moments of breaking the fuck down? Yes. Did I call my best friend and say, I don't think I want to be here anymore? Yes. But I always was able to somehow the next day be like, damn, the sun's really fucking beautiful. Like the flowers outside are so beautiful. Like that's such a fucking miracle, you know? And so the practice hasn't changed. The practice hasn't changed around knowing, always coming back to your knowing, which is again a practice of your self-trust, and it's a practice of returning to truth because this is a world of a lot of illusion. This is a world of a lot of distortion. When you come back to, oh right, miracles are the natural state of the universe. Miracles are happening every single day. Can I perceive the miracle in my life right now? Can I perceive that? Can I come back to the knowing? It doesn't mean you have to be like super fucking high vibrational, but it's like a little bit of whimsy. Can you have a little bit of whimsy in your life? Just a little bit, you know? And like I said, that practice for me hasn't changed since my, I was about to be mean, since my landlord in New York kicked me out of my apartment after my partner passing. It hasn't changed when I was still, I remember being on the flight back, looking outside the window and being like, but life's still fucking beautiful though, you know? And this stuff is so cliche, but in the words of my best friend, live by fucking cliches. Live by cliches. And so the other thing I wanted to talk about today too, well, let's go back to miracles being our natural state. Miracles being our natural state. Miracles, and you know, you can even like breathe this in with me, say it with me. Miracles are my baseline. Why? Because miracles are the natural state of the universe. I don't have to become better. I don't have to try harder to receive them. I simply have to decide to perceive them. I am always perceiving the miracles happening in my life. I will always choose to find a miracle like that's occurring in my life and not give into the false appearing real, which might feel, you know, like the loud programs or heaviness or destruction that appears to be happening. And this isn't about being like so fucking delulu that you ignore, that you bypass your heaviness or traumas. It's not about that, but it is about what is my dominant truth about my life? What is my dominant truth about the world? What is my dominant truth about where I'm going? That's what this is about. That's what this is about when we talk about deciding to perceive the magic and miracles and doing it with ease. Doing it with ease. It doesn't have to be heavy. Like I said, getting on call today, being totally vulnerable and honest. I'm like, I'm just feeling not as high energy and like I'm not feeling the same 3 cups of coffee I had when I created this, you know? So what if it's ease filled? What if it's light? And one thing Abraham Hicks talks about that I really love, it's like daydream about the manifestation just for the fun of daydreaming about it. Like, oh, that is really cool that um one day I'm going to be able to do those beautiful things. And it's really cool that I've made it so far today. You know, let me catch up with the chat. Um, one of my favorite mantras is magic and miracles are standard for me in my life. Period. My expectations are not only met but exceeded. I love that. Right. So, miracles are our natural state. Miracles are the natural state of the universe. I'll tell you guys like I'll try to make this a quick story. Thank you, Albano, by the way. So you're coming. Thank you. We had another live about miracles once. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a while ago. Oh, well, earlier this year. And I remember I was like really excited about it. And then like 10 minutes before I got this really like nasty, horrible email. It was just like so mean and someone just didn't agree with something I said online and they just like ripped me to shreds on this really mean email and it like really like stung. I was like, oh, like I'm not even gonna lie, like cried. I was like in my bed, like, oh my God. And I was like, I'm gonna cancel the meeting. Like, I gotta reschedule it. This is like, my feelings are so hurt. And my boyfriend, shout out to him, he was like, you can do it. Like, there's people relying on you. I'm sure the thing is about miracles. Like, what if a miracle happens? It's fine. And it's interesting because someone had asked to be in the live, which at the time this was like pretty much it was like if you weren't a member, you could pay to see the live, and they had asked to come to the live, but they were told me, they were in a really difficult situation and had asked to come for free. And I was like, of course you can come for free. Like, that's fine. So I, invited them. And then it's so crazy. I remember during the live, they were like, and we were talking about how miracles are the natural state of the universe and miracles are always happening. Miracles are always occurring. That's everything we're talking about. And they're writing in the chat, like, oh my God, I'm here with your friend Marissa. And I was like, Marissa? And it didn't like really click to me. And I just kind of kept going with the live. And then later they wrote me, they're like, hey, you're never gonna believe this. But in the middle of your live, they're like, I'm in LA and I was watching your live like outside a cafe in LA, and one of your friends from Paris was just walking by the street and saw you on my laptop screen and was like, "Oh, that's my friend Loren from Paris." And I was like, "No fucking way. That is insane. Like, what are the chances of that?" And my friend Marissa that they were talking, it actually gets crazier. I'm remembering more of it now. It gets crazier. So my friend Marissa, who was just walking down the street in LA, who saw me on their laptop hosting the live, she stayed with me in Paris. She was one of my good friends, and she at the time was living in Berlin, but she's an actress. She's actually in a lot of commercials now. But back then she wanted to go to clown school, which is apparently something that a lot of actors do is they go to clown school, and the clown school was in Paris. So she stayed with me. So y'all aren't gonna believe this. The person who asked to have a free seat in the live actually was about to start clown school very soon. And it was also getting into acting. And I'm like, holy fuck. And it's like, I was so close to not doing that live, canceling it, rescheduling it because some fucking hater in my inbox. And thank God I did, because it was like this cool ass synchronicity slash miracle. My friend from Paris who had no idea that I'm like doing this. She didn't know. She's just walking down the street. She sees like me on this person's laptop who got in the live for free, and they both have this connection about clown school. It was just so fucking cool. And it was in the middle of talking about how miracles are the natural state of the universe, right? And it's like these things are always happening. Synchronicities are always happening. The universe is always looking out for us. The universe is always connecting us to the right people at the right time. And that's why we always say the mantra, I'm always at the right place at the right time. Right? So this person who decided to watch the live just decided I'm going to be in front of this cafe. Marissa just decided to take that route to walk to wherever she was walking in this beautiful synchronicity. And now they're good friends. Well, I don't know if I should say good friends, but I know they're still like connected. And Marissa is now like helping. Well, again, this was earlier in the year, so I don't know now, but I know that for a little bit, Marissa was like helping this person with like clown school and acting and all the things. So miracles are the natural state of the universe, even when it doesn't fucking look like it, even when there's a hater in your inbox, when lower energy is trying to deter you, do not give into the false appearing real. Do not give into the false appearing real. Okay. I'm glad I told that story because I actually forgot about the extra part about the clown school connection. It was so fucking cool. That story was like, yeah, a lot of you may have heard that when it happened because I think I did post about it in the community. Anyways, so yeah, how can we play with possibility a bit more? How can we raise our expectations? Not insisting, not desperation, not needing. That is the fear, doubt, lack paradigm. The love abundance paradigm is actually one of play. It's one of joy. It's one of, sure, if it does happen, amazing. I'm fine if it doesn't. I'm good. I need nothing because I know I'm going to have everything and I already do have everything, right? And so, yeah, I think something too, well, we talk about this a lot too. It's one of the core pillars in the Cosmic Body Academy too, is like playing. Like, how can you play more? How can you have fun more? With spirit even, like spirit is always has our back. Like, I love, it was so cool to see how spirit had my back, kind of showing me like, no, it's great that you did pull it together, wipe your tears, and show up for the people who were ready to be receiving of your message, And it's like it was just a beautiful, fun, playful thing that happened. And I recently had a one-on-one client a few days ago, and she was telling me like while she was playing with her kids, she was having like new business ideas, and it kind of made her want to expand like her whole business model, really. And which was awesome, it was great. And then the session kind of continued and we got deeper into her chart, and it was kind of like I could feel how she felt like, oh, this is like a big mission and purpose, which like, yes, right? But sometimes that can turn into heaviness, that can turn into responsibility, that can turn into like, well, how the fuck am I gonna do that, spirit? And just please remember this is all one big fucking cosmic joke. All of us here in existence is one fucking big cosmic joke. And as a Capricorn rising stellium, I have to remind myself, like, bitch, calm the fuck down. Let's maybe not take this shit so seriously because Source doesn't give a fuck, actually, at all. And also, I kind of remind her, I'm like, well, let's go back to what you said about playing with your kids, right? Playing with your kids is how you got the divine inspiration. That's how Source operates. Source is playful. And Source sees us the way, for those of you that have children, the way you see your children. It's playful and it's light and it's fun. You want your kids to have a good time. You want them to play and you want to have fun with them. You also give them free will, right? And so Source always supports our free will. Remember, whatever you choose, Source will give you more of. And this is a really big program on the planet that things have to be hard. And a lot of us subconsciously choose it because it's like mom and dad chose it, so I have to prove mom and dad right. It's all deeply subconscious. We don't, because if I'm saying like we choose things to be hard, a lot of you guys are like, well, no, I'm not choosing. I don't want it to be hard. I'm talking deeply subconsciously. Okay. Shay says sometimes I don't want to play though. I feel that. I feel that. But what if like play is the remedy? Like what if play is what brings the answer? You know how it's kind of like, okay, to me, so during COVID, I did a lot of puzzles. I don't know if anyone else did a lot of I was doing like fucking massive puzzles for no reason, like 10,000 piece puzzle. And at the beginning, you're like, boop, got a piece, got a piece, got a piece. And it's fun. And then what happens? You get so serious and you can't figure it out. So if you know puzzles, like walk away, walk away. So you walk away, you take your mind off it. What happens? You come back, boom, you got it. So I always think about that as like a metaphor for life. It's like when you get too enmeshed, when you get too locked in, when you get so fucking serious, it doesn't make sense, right? And we've talked about this before. Hopefully, I don't butcher this quote. It's an Albert Einstein quote. You cannot solve a problem in the same frequency that created it. You can't solve a problem in the same something like that. Going back to play, going back to joy, going back to fulfillment. That's the frequency of the problem solved. That's the frequency of the problem solved, right? So sometimes play is medicine. And you guys hear me talk about this all the time. Money follows joy. So what if we even started thinking about money, right, as a resource, as something that can come in playfully, as something we're deserving of something that can be easy, of something that we don't have to search for. It doesn't have to be hard or something, you know what I mean? Solution. The thing is, we don't think it's that easy. We don't think it's that easy. All right, y'all. So just letting yourself get comfortable, letting yourself lie down or get in a meditative state sitting up, closing the eyes, maybe rolling the neck around. Maybe rolling the hips around, the spine around, the ankles, really letting yourself relax. Knowing that today, in this time together, you've already dropped some baggage. You've already dropped a load that wasn't even yours. You've dropped heaviness that wasn't even yours. And just letting yourself continue to relax in this moment. Letting yourself be present. Letting yourself come into loving awareness. Loving awareness of yourself right now, this moment. Loving awareness of your soul that exists outside this time, space, dimension. The version of you that has no name, no identity. The version of you that is just pure, loving awareness. On the count of 3, we're going to take 3 deep breaths on 1, 2, 3. Big cleansing inhale through the nose. And a grounded exhale through the mouth. Grounded inhale through the nose. And a powerful exhale through the mouth. Powerful inhale through the nose. And a cleansing exhale through the mouth. I'm just going to ask that the archangels protect us, be with us, watch over this reading, this recording, this group, this meditation. I'm going to ask that Archangel Michael, Uriel, Metatron, Gabriel, protect us. Help us to let go of energies that are no longer ours to bear. Help us to remove energies from our field that are no longer ours to carry. I'm going to ask that Source be with us. Send everyone the energies that they need to receive for their highest good. Maybe just take a moment to be with your own inner being, your own highest self. Thank them for being with you every step of the way, for always showing you next steps, for always bringing you exactly what you need, for always helping you to be in perfect alignment, always for your highest good. Maybe take a moment to even just ask for more for your highest good. Sometimes we forget we can simply ask. So ask to receive more for your highest good. Ask to receive more blessings for your highest good. Ask to receive more miracles and magic for your highest good. Ask to receive more ease for your highest good. And we let go of anything that has been in the way of our abundance. We let go of anything that has been in the way of our abundance. We let go of anything that has been in the way of our abundance. Take a deep inhale in, breathing in. And a big exhale out. Very good. Just taking a moment to visualize your path ahead. Seeing it as a golden path ahead. Maybe seeing golden bricks, golden stones, a golden road ahead. And just calling in your highest available timeline for your highest good. Visualize this timeline ahead, opening up for you. Allowing yourself, as you just visualize this timeline ahead, to just play with possibility and fun and play and magic. How does it feel to just tune into that energy, tune into that timeline? Know that it's already there. Know that it's already done. Know that it already exists. What we're doing is we're really playing in the quantum. We're playing with time. We're remembering that time isn't real. We're remembering that all realities exist at once. And we're remembering that we are the creator of all the realities that exist at once. And so practice working with your intuition, your knowing. your inner alchemist. How does it feel to tune into a beautiful timeline opening up for you? Again, seeing it paved with gold. Maybe you can see your platforms, your creative projects, your business, your work, your job, your love life flourishing, surrounded in protection, being brought to you by your angels. Maybe you see it surrounded with a golden light, a golden energy. I am seeing a green light coming in, which is usually Archangel Raphael, bringing healing to the path ahead, bringing healing to your life, bringing healing to future timelines. Maybe take this moment too to just ask for blessings for your highest good, surrounded around anything you would like right now. If it's a business, if it's a platform, if it's work, if it's opportunities. This is kind of like making a wish. Just taking a moment to ask the universe, ask source, ask your angels, the ancestors, whoever you pray to, for blessings surrounded a specific thing. It can even be relationship, love, whatever it is for you. Just take this moment to simply ask. And now what we're going to do is just surround this beautiful timeline coming in for our highest good. We're going to surround it with the energy of magic. So think of a crystal for you, a stone for you that represents magic. You don't have to even know what the stone is. Maybe it's just given to you in your visuals. And place this stone around this timeline. This timeline that is seated upon this golden road ahead. Feel how the magic is increasing in this timeline. Feel how more serendipitous happenings are created in this timeline. How surprising blessings are flourishing in this timeline. How you feel more magical in this timeline. How you see yourself as magical in this timeline. How you feel magical in this timeline. What you're practicing is seeing yourself the way Source sees you. Very good. Now we're going to bring in the frequency of miracles. And so now visualizing a stone or a crystal that represents miracles to you. And again, placing it around this timeline. This timeline seated upon this golden road. Feel how energies already get lighter. Feel how energies feel more playful, more fun, more exciting, more miraculous. Remembering that this energy is actually your natural state. We've been taught to forget. We've been taught to think is imaginary or hard or difficult or not possible. But it's actually your true essence. To be miraculous, to live miraculously, to experience miracles, to experience abundance. All else is distortion and illusion. So just letting yourself feel how the energies lighten. Just taking a few moments in silence because I feel like Source just wants us to sit in the energies a bit. And lastly, we're just going to call in ease. And so again, visualizing a crystal, a stone that represents ease to you. And just placing that stone around the timeline. Being reminded that Things can be easy. You're deserving of ease, and that ease is always available. And just breathing in ease. Letting things be easy. Letting things be magical. Letting things be miraculous. I'm hearing too, all of this is actually a huge practice of self-love. It's like you're giving yourself a gift to let it be easy, to let things be miraculous, to let things be magical, to let things be their natural state. So just taking a few breaths here. To love on yourself, to feel how much Source loves you, to feel how protected you are, how guided you are. And for some of you, to remember how magical you are. Just taking a few breaths. And now just allowing yourself to feel the highest amount of gratitude you can for where you are right now, for how good you're doing, for how far you've come. The healing work so many of you have done for your ancestry, your lineage, and the collective even. It does so much more than you know. So gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Now, just letting yourself go to the end state of one of your manifestations. What's something you've been calling in that you know is inevitable, that you know will happen? You don't care how, you don't care when, you just know. You know it'll happen. How does it feel to live in the end? Do you feel relief? Are you jumping up and down for joy? Who are you sharing the news with? Who are you celebrating with? Who are you crying tears of joy with? Who are you relaxing with? How do you feel so much gratitude in your heart? How do you feel so much just openness in the heart? How do you feel so excited to watch things be even better than the timeline you just created? Because it will be. That's how much Source loves you, that it will be. It has no choice. It's law. So just taking a few more breaths. Knowing you've just did some really good timeline shifting work. Putting your trust in the knowing that it'll be even better, and there's no rush. There's no need to hurry. There's no need to force. It's all happening exactly the way that it should. And you can rest in that knowing. On the count of three, we're going to take 3 deep breaths. On 1, 2, 3. Big cleansing inhale through the nose. And a big cleansing exhale through the mouth. A big cleansing inhale through the nose. And a big grounded exhale through the mouth. Big grounded inhale through the nose now. And a big grounded, powerful exhale through the mouth. Okay, you guys. Slowly wiggling toes, fingers, taking your time to come back into the body. Whew. All right, all right, all right. That felt really good. Okay, you guys. Well, I am feeling like needing some grounding after that. I don't know how y'all are feeling. I would actually recommend after this, if you can, I know it's cold and late, but some kind of grounding work would be good because I felt like we got real floaty there for a little bit in the best way. Okay. Um, Drink lots of water after this, hydrate, minerals would be good after this, okay? But that is it for today, y'all. Okay. And I've had an amazing time with y'all tonight. This was so good. Nevaeh always feels so magical, renewed. Oh, good, good, good. Amazing. All right, you guys, I'm not going to hold y'all much longer. Thank you so much for a great time tonight, and I will check in with y'all later. Bye.